Typhoon Bebinca is nearing landfall in Shanghai here into eastern China. Over 40 million people in the forecasted path of this storm system, and it definitely could have some damage. We saw just last week how a powerful typhoon can bring damage to metro areas in China. That was in Hainan when Yagi pushed overhead. Also, separate from Bebinca, we do have another storm system behind it near Guam. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I have a separate video about what's going on in the Philippines, though, with that enhanced monsoon. We could have another tropical storm there. So lots to talk about today. I made a few videos on all of this, so make sure you subscribe to this channel at WestPacWx. All right, so a closer look at Bebinca. Eye is forming up in this. Pretty clear and defined. Good outflow aloft towards the north and towards the south. We got some dry air kind of filtering into it, though, but this does have that circular pattern. So it's all indicating that this is, well, still going to remaining about a Cat 2 intensity as it comes on shore, just in those low-lying areas. Already seeing some flooding reports out of coastal low-lying just towards the east of Shanghai. And it's going to maintain this intensity heading inland before quickly weakening out. Typhoon winds in Shanghai, very well likely. Low-lying flooding near the coast. Typhoon Gloria, strongest storm to ever hit that metro area. But remember, that was in 1949 when population was a fraction of what it is today. So a direct eye wall over the city, definitely something that I'm not going to be surprised if you follow me at Robert's Beta Weather or Western Pacific Weather. We're going to be sharing some videos out of there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some damage being reported. I hope not, but I wouldn't be surprised. In the broader picture, Invest 97W has also been upgraded to Pulasan here, and we do have a low pressure area, high chance of development just off the east coast of the Philippines. I have a separate video discussing details on that. But let's talk about Pulasan, still enhancing and bringing showers to Guam and the Mariana Islands. That's Guam, Saipan, Rota. You've been seeing the rains. You're going to continue to see it through Tuesday into Wednesday until this finally pulls away and drier air is going to start to filter in as that river of moisture starts to pull in behind it. This line here is our previous storm, and this is the next one, almost taking a very similar track. There's one key difference. As Bebinca moves off towards the west, it's actually kind of bringing in a little bit of troughing that should cause us to push a little further towards the south, towards Okinawa, but it looks like the worst of the weather might be across the Amami Islands again, where they just took the brunt of our last storm system. Still about 3-4 days out there. Even a little bit, and this was clearly evident in Bebinca. Clearly evident that even a change of just a few kilometers makes a big difference. As in Okinawa, they only saw 20-30 knot winds because the storm passed to an island just towards the north. So even a little bit of difference would be a difference. If this low actually tracks right about here and puts Okinawa and Naha in the right front quadrant, then you would get the brunt of these high winds being located right there. But based on the current forecast, it's going to be more of a Kagoshima problem. While lighter winds, look at the gradient right there over Naha, almost next to nothing based on the guidance we're seeing today. High pressure ridge pushes in. That could change things up, which is interesting. Look at Saturday and the Sunday. Look at these winds coming in from the north following a low off towards the Sea of Okhotsk. This looks like an early sign of a cold surge, doesn't it? Interesting. Start seeing the northeast monsoon start to wrap up here. Sometimes these storms trigger it even into mid to late September. So want to keep a close eye on that. But for now, big rainmaker at the very least. A lot of waves across the east coast of Japan, northern Luzon, even back towards Guam too. This is a massive surf, 3 to 6 to 7 meters coming out of this. With this type of pattern, though, if that storm does stall out, it could make for some questionable extended forecasts. So, of course, I'm going to keep you posted on what's happening out here. If you are in southwestern Japan or in the eastern portions of China, I'll try my best to keep you updated. But definitely rain possibly in the forecast throughout that extended outlook in Okinawa, but especially as we go ahead in the course of the mid to latter part of this upcoming week. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Number one thing, as always, is stay safe out there. If you want to support this channel, check out our Patreon. Link is down below. Have a great day, wherever you are.
Do you hate doing your taxes? Do you struggle figuring out what the law is and money management overseas?
I wish there was an easier way.
Well, FrontRunnerFinancial.com is your choice if this falls into your category. They're an international based group of American accountants. They're based in Manila, and they're qualified to give you the best information where you are for those international finances. I wish I had these guys when I lived in Tokyo. Each year it was a struggle where I needed to put money, what I needed to do. FrontrunnerFinancial.com. Be sure to check them out and let them know we sent them your way.